Welcome to another episode of the Pipe TV podcast, Real Talk, Unfiltered. Today's guest is someone I have known since we were 6 years old. Yeah, I'm going to bring this story up. I feel it's an important story of how we met. We're at PS 92, and there were these twin sisters. Matter of fact, there were sisters that were at the school, and I was eating lunch. And just by some unlucky chance, I bent down, and I guess at that time, when someone likes you, especially if it's a female, they would either grab your hair, step on you, push you, punch you, things like that. Yeah. So I put my hand down, and all of a sudden, someone stepped hard on my hand. I said, what the? Well, as a child, I didn't curse back then, but yeah. So I turned around, I went up and I smacked her, not knowing that 30 years later, I would meet her, and then realizing what I've done. I've been apologizing forever. And this special guest I have today, her name is Donna Michelle Kittrell, a.k.a. Miss DMochelle. Let's welcome DMochelle to the show, everyone.
Oh, thank you. So great to be here.
Yes,
Did you see my tear come out my eye when you said smack her?
Yeah.
I had to wipe my eye a little bit.
Well, like, I'm still having mine every time I think about it. It still makes me reflect on my life and how my journey has progressed so far.
Mm-hmm.
So we reconnected after, I guess, 30, 40, 50 years of that, not realizing that you were the one and I was the one that did what I did to you.
It's
but I guess yes, it was just something that at that early age in life that we all go through.
We're all children.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we're adults, we have a bigger purpose in life. And
exactly.
So at that time, you and I, we got together and we decided, well, let's go into photography. So we went into photography. Then you wanted to do fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had this library contest that we got involved in.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest things because we educated ourselves on how we wanted to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got into fashion photography.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled you right in with me.
Mm.
And we started moving forward. And then you got hit in the stomach hard when you found out that you had breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But even before then, let's go over some things. You worked at Nordstrom and you worked at Victoria's Secret.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
What did you do there, actually?
Well, at Nordstrom, I was a bra specialist, and I used to fit women of all cultures and all ethnic cultures, and I would fit them for not for breasts, but for bras. I was a bra specialist in the lingerie department, and so I loved what I did because I found out that what I was doing was dealing with a lot of women that had breast cancer. And so my thing that I do is I love for people to be happy. And there was a lot of sad women coming through that door with their issues of not loving themselves because they had gone through a mastectomy. So I did a change in that. I wanted to make a different change in helping women to smile, be happy, and love yourself no matter what you've been through. And I also did that as well in Victoria's Secrets. So that was one of the things that I know that women were suffering with their identity of women going through some devastating times of losing a part of themselves, which was their breasts, a mastectomy. And also knowing that I had an auntie that had gone through the same situation. And I wanted to make a difference. So that's what I did, was that part of in working with Nordstrom. I wanted to make a change.
But now you, during that tumultuous time, you were diagnosed with stage 0 breast cancer.
Well, that was a while later on, way before I start to make a change. Went into the, as you said, we met together and did what we did as far as coming together and going into fashion. And so we had, we did our, we wrote our proposals.
Yeah, proposals out. Yeah.
So the proposals started from what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to do photography, and I wanted to do fashion. And so I wrote out my fashion proposal of what I want to do. And I started with fashion with women diagnosed with breast cancer, doing fashion for women that with dresses that had a mastectomy, beautiful dresses that women could wear. Because I did a research to find out, do they have women dresses in the different stores, in department stores, out there in the secular world, the world period, for women that needed these dresses and they didn't. And I was like, wow, I want to make a change. I want to do something for women that can make them feel good and make them be happy about who they are. So I started to do dresses for mastectomy patients.
And I also noticed that by doing that, we had to create a fashionable name. And the name that came up was DMochelle Fashions. It sounds so Frenchy.
It was French.
DMochelle. Yeah,
That's
matter
how
of fact,
you
it
say
still is.
DMochelle.
I do remember I had created a mix for that, and I had to get your vocals on it. DMochelle Fashions.
DMochelle's
So now,
Fashions.
the origin of DMochelle is, her middle name is Michelle, and her first name is Donna. So I just took the D and put that together, and what do we have?
We had DMochelle. We took the I out of Michelle.
That's right.
And put DMochelle.
DMochelle. It just sounds so cool even saying it right now. So you created the
fashions
dresses
for breast cancer survivors.
Those designs are still needed now, and when I look back at it, you had 4 particular models. 5. I think 5 particular models. And they wore those dresses like you didn't know. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. We had some wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous, very colorful. It brings life to women when you put them on. It put a smile on your face. It was colorful. The fabric was very expensive because it was the rayon and the silk and the different type of material that just felt so comfortable to put on and just brought life to you. So that was my aim and that was my purpose, to make dresses for women that will love themselves more better. And so that's what I did.
Yeah, you also created where they had different sizes of inserts. And
so the prostheses can go inside of the dresses so that they won't feel like, it fills in what's missing. So they don't have dresses out there like that you could put a prosthesis inside of the dresses. That was one of my plans that I did in the proposal. Is first to do the fashion, and then afterwards what followed after that, what came was the magazine, the TV show, and so forth. Fashion on the runway, get out there to the world so that people can know that there is dresses out there for women with breast cancer survivors that needed fashion for survivors of mastectomies.
Yes, and you mentioned the magazine, which it was DMochelle Fashions Magazine for breast cancer survivors.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I was the managing editor of the magazine at the time, and yeah, we definitely had the information about cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, and the one thing that really stands out the most for me is men can get breast cancer too.
Exactly.
So don't be shy out there, guys. Come on now. It's one of the things that we can get cancer just like anybody else.
Well, I used to work in oncology in Presbyterian Hospital, and I met a gentleman that had breast cancer. And that's how I knew also for real that he gave me his testimony. And he told me that he came all the way from Trinidad, who didn't, they didn't have anything out there that in Trinidad that could help him, go through his chemo and or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I was surprised when I called the patient in to come in to do his vitals. It was a man, it was a male person. I was like, wow. Mm-hmm. I'm always calling on females, but there's men that's out there that has breast cancer. And through my follow-up with being an advocate for breast cancer survivors, I ran into multiple men that had breast cancer, and we became friends.
And also, what DMochelle did is every year in October, which is Breast Cancer Survival Month, we would always put on a fashion show.
Yes.
And it was a fabulous.
It was.
What
about
a
the first
show.
one? The first one.
The first one we had at the YMCA downtown Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And we had everybody come down. We had both sides set up. Mm-hmm. We had all the models, and it was just something else. But the one thing that really stands out is that the Garcia family, they opened up their doors to us.
Yeah.
Nicole and Christopher.
Garcia, yeah.
And they allowed us to actually do our rehearsals, run through.
I love them.
Everything. And
that was so divine connection in the beginning to run into someone like they were just so loving and open to help in every capacity, even bringing their strike a pose little children that, oh my God, they were so fabulous and so beautiful. And they knew how to do the runway like grown-ups. I can remember them right now, but their kids have grown up so big right now and have matured to young ladies. But to see them and remember them as little kids and young men, exactly. They were in our magazine. They was on our runway. They were the first to be on the runway with DMochelle runway for breast cancer survivors. Oh my God, it was wonderful. And Michael was amazing because Michael took those pictures, those photos, and they was just like amazing.
Well, I did the best I could. I mean, at that time, I was just getting started. But now,
but you did a good job. You was on. I remember your first. And you started with me taking a lot of photos of me. Remember?
Oh yeah, I was taking thousands. Let me not exaggerate. Millions of photos of this young lady.
Every time I had a chance, we go upstairs on the roof of my.
Oh my goodness!
And just take pictures, and he would get better and better. And that's when I started my photos, and I got good because I knew how to focus on the camera. You definitely directed me every kind of way, and it was just amazing how we just went one thing to the next. It was like domino effect. It started from and the connection with us, with the photography, and the fashion and the magazine, and it was just like divine connection.
But to me, it's like that snowball effect for me. Because every time we moved, we got bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And then
it grew.
Something magical happened. inside me, and I put it out there. It was the term, the queen of fashion. And when I say the queen, when she stepped out of that apartment and went to any place in Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, you name it, she showcased fashion because that's what she was about. Because DMochelle Fashions was a driving force for her doing what she did. So whenever she went out, she was just fabulous. She just dressed up. She got everything together, hair, face, nails, you name it. DMochelle Fashions represented.
Thank you, Michael.
She represented.
Thank you.
What the term was, fashion.
It was. And you know what, Michael? It started from Erasmus Hall.
Yes, I was going to bring that up too, because I understand that you guys had not a competition, but when you guys went out, you guys dressed.
Listen, Erasmus Hall back in 75 and 74, what we was always pressed to impress.
Yeah.
We was always looking good and very well put together. And our colors, our hair, our face, we didn't come outside any kind of way. And we used to do fashion shows in Erasmus Hall, and we did the runway back then too. So I was in fashion for a long time, and I was always following after the different magazines, Ebony and Essence and all the Jet magazines and Marbazon and all those wonderful fashion Vogue. I used to always, in my home, have those magazines. So I think that's how I connected also, making sure that I had a magazine and I knew what was, supposed to be in the magazine because I was always a follower of fashion in the magazine. Not knowing that one day we were going to have a fashion show and have a magazine with fashion.
Yeah. What was interesting with me is when I was in college, I did my first publication. I still have it. One day I'm going to bring it down and show everyone, this is what I used to illustrate. This is how I put something together. And when I look back at that, I just said, damn, this is what I'm supposed to be. I was supposed to be doing this.
You was aligned in your purpose. So everybody know that at a certain time in your life, you have to walk in purpose.
Yeah.
And that's what we was walking in our purpose of what we was designed to be and to do on this earth. So it was divine connection. That's why I say that.
Yeah, and we both definitely connected in the right kind of way because we just blew up New York. Everywhere you went, they knew this. They go DMochelle. Oh yeah, they go Brother Michael. Oh, they go.
I would be in the airport and people would say, "Is that DMochelle?" I was like, "What? Wait a minute."
Yes.
It's like that.
Yes, it was like that.
And it's so funny, as you're going back to cancer, in the middle of me doing the fashion, I wasn't diagnosed with cancer until after the fact. I was in the middle of doing fashion and I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I was like, what? What, Lord? I said, God, what's going on here? What is this? But I wasn't afraid because I know I was in a line with doing fashion for breast cancer, and I was a breast cancer advocate, and I wanted to make sure that African Americans are being treated correctly, that we were getting what we needed as well as the others were. And so I started research and to make sure that are we getting the things that we need when we are diagnosed with breast cancer? Are we getting all the resources and all the places that we need to get to know what we need? Because at the beginning, I'll do it very shortly, I didn't have the medical insurance. And so how grateful I am to God that I was able to connect with people after telling me at Sloan Memorial that I was not eligible to come there to have my procedures. And so I was connected to somebody that gave me information to go and get medical insurance for that quickly. Well, I mean, within the next 2-3 weeks, I was certified to be able to go into the best hospital to have my surgery. And I said, Wow. That's why I did the connection of working on finding out why we are not having the information of getting insurance for breast cancer and ovarian cancer. Okay?
Yeah, and I know
So
that's the
that's
one.
happened.
Within the magazine structure, we would point out where you can go, what type of treatments were available to you.
Exactly.
The magazine, in a sense, was a informational highway that we wanted to make sure that everybody knew, even if you knew someone who had cancer. And what the cool part about the magazine was that we used cancer as our vehicle. It didn't matter what type of cancer it was, because we would put in there different types. It was ovarian, breast, blood, bone, brain. It didn't really matter, because the word cancer, it's cancer.
Right.
And treatment is available no matter where you go.
That's true.
Especially now. 20 years ago, that if you were diagnosed with cancer, yeah, you were a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
And the treatments wasn't all that valuable. And I use the word valuable, where you can get something out of it. But now treatments will help you live a little longer, or a lot longer, or just help you live your life.
I believe that my mother would have been here now if they had the treatment back in the time when she was diagnosed with colon cancer.
I agree.
And so I'm grateful for today that we have the technology that we need for breast cancer, and it's getting bigger and bigger and better and better.
Yeah.
So I thank God that I'm in a time that I can live longer. But my whole thing is to be diagnosed early.
Right.
Because every one of my diagnoses were early. I was at 0 stage.
Yeah.
And I had the first one, I had to do the lip
nodes,
lip nodes removed,
Right.
and then the tissue
Right.
removed. So the surgery of tissue had to be removed, and then I had the radiation. And that was it. I didn't have to have medication, but that's through early detection.
Right, yeah.
Now the second time, I only had to do the surgery. I didn't have to have radiation. I didn't have to have chemo. I didn't have to take medication. Thank God, catching it early. When I say the doctor said, same doctor, Dr. Sakini, I love you. I'm so grateful to you because you're the best doctor that I have met that knows bedside manners of making you feel comfortable and knowing that it's going to be okay and you're safe. And I felt safe in his hand to come back to him. And he said, Donna, don't worry. We're going to take care of you. And he did. And I didn't have to have no radiation.
Cool.
I didn't have to have no medication. And I'm good today. I'm breast cancer free today. Thank God.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's all about following through, making sure that your quality of life is in front of you, not behind you. And that's the one thing I stress, which will be in another episode. But right now, this is all about DMochelle. All about her. So have you decided to revamp your magazine?
I am in the process of doing that because I want to continue on with giving information about cancer, breast cancer, because matter of fact, today it's so funny. I just came back from having generic testing to make sure that it's not in my blood, so that I don't have to. I'll know what to do if it comes back again.
You hear that? You hear that out there? She's still going through the process of making sure, because she wants to make sure that she sees all her grandkids grow up.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. Continue to check yourself.
Exactly. So they did a blood test today, and so I'll know within the 2 or 3 weeks what's the next step, if it's positive or if it's negative. And if it's positive, all my children, my daughter and my granddaughter, she's 22, she had a lump on her breast too, and she had to go through, at 15 years old, she had to go through a testing to see what was that part, was the cancerous there, and it was negative. But she constantly keep that tested to make sure that she's good. So that's why I'm doing the bracket test, the generic test, to make sure that my family is good.
That's how you got to keep it, because some people of color, what we have done for years is we don't let no one know anything.
They don't. Back in the day, there was hush hush.
Yeah.
What stays in the house, stay in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
But we need to know. Family needs to know what happened in our family. Am I vulnerable to have cancer, and what kind of cancer, or should I test? But now we are making sure that the news is out there.
Yeah.
That we have to inform our families of our past histories of health and how to eat and what to not eat. What brings on cancer?
Yeah.
To prevent breast cancer or any cancer.
Well, the shameful part is that my mom, she passed of cancer, but I didn't know until years after. You would have figured, okay, that's my mom, and my brothers and my sister would have said something to me. But nah, what it turned out to be is they didn't want me to know, because they figured, oh, I would be over there every day. I would care for mom like a young man's supposed to.
But he's supposed to be there every day.
But they took that away from me, and of course, it does bother me.
I know.
But even to this very day, it bothers me. But the fact is that both my brothers, they passed of cancer as well. But theirs was more induced because they were smokers. But still, yet they had it, but they didn't treat themselves.
Going back to loving yourself.
Yeah,
But thank God, Michael is still here.
Yeah, but I'm by myself.
But that's all right. You had a family. You're not by yourself.
No,
you have other people. I know what you're saying as far as your family.
Yeah, as far as those who I grew up with,
right?
They're not there anymore.
Yeah, I understand.
It would be nice, but again, that would be for another segment after this one, for sure.
All right.
But Miss Donna Michelle.
Yes, sir. Mr. Catlow.
Yeah, I hold that title.
Catlow.
Yeah, I hold that title so well. One of the things that I look at is the photography part of what we went through. There was the first magazine, because I need to go back to that. We was in the hallway at the YMCA, and we were I was actually trying to capture the best beauty of you. And I say it out loud, and I will always say it, no matter you say hush, 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 hush.
Hush, 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 hush.
When someone is as gorgeous as you,
thank you, Michael.
Have to let people know. There was a time in my life where I failed to do that, and it hurt. So now when I see beauty, I say it out loud, and I say it directly. So what I did is I tried to capture you in such a way, and I did. And that was the first cover.
And you did.
And that was the first cover of the magazine.
That was so beautiful. And that blew up.
Yeah.
Right there.
If you guys see, this is audio, but if this was video, I would show you that, and you would say the same thing. Wow, that is.
I didn't know I had so much beauty in myself, so you just brought it out. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I do what I do when you see you got a photograph.
Yeah, you open it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the coolest moment, and I didn't look back after that. And then we started the magazine. This was something that I try not to do sometimes, is get angry with people. But there was a time where someone did rub me the wrong way, so I said to myself, we're going to start something new. So we started DMochelle TV.
Yeah.
And man, did it take off for what? We interviewed so many famous people.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
yes, we did. That was you know what? It's coming back to me.
It's coming back to you. Yeah, I know. I said
we was in so many different places.
Oh my.
It opened up a whole nother, oh my God. Yes, Michael, you're right.
Yeah, it opened up a whole lot more avenues for us to go down. We were even though I'm having a brain freeze, but it's all up here right now.
It was a lot of celebrities. And wow, when I think about it, so many people that we came across that we would never thought that we had an opportunity to. It opened up definitely doors for us to talk to, and just also as an advocate of breast cancer, That was our main thing.
Right,
Is that
yes, it was.
we was giving the message out there for, your aunties, your mothers, your sisters to be tested early, knowing where your status is. Okay, it's better to know if you do or not. And people are afraid to know what their status was. And the earlier that you know your status, the longer life that you have. You won't have to suffer in the middle of a third stage, of third or fourth stage, or sometime it's too late. So I'd rather be your zero, if it's going to be, than any other stages, because it's very it's a hard process. And we know a lot of people that we ran through
Yes, we have.
that now is deceased.
Yeah.
And what's our other sister, Franklin? What was her name? She was in the fashion.
Oh, yeah, Cece.
Cece Franklin.
Cece Franklin. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And she was so humble. She lived in Arizona, and she used to always come here to New York and be a part of the fashion shows and be a part of us. And she connected with us and became very tight with us.
Yeah.
And to hear her going through her different stages and go through, I'm just a little sort about, because that's very touchy.
Right.
But I'm glad I had an opportunity to be a part of her life.
You
And
both,
to,
yes.
both of us was definitely an encouragement to her, because she always reached out to us and let us know where she was at. And she was a fighter.
Yeah.
And so many more. And I'll say to my sisters that was the breast cancer survivors as well today.
Yeah.
They're
your
fighters.
sisters, yes.
And I had sisters that were stage 0, and she had a double mastectomy because she didn't want to come back and deal with the situation. So she just had a double mastectomy. And then I had another one, my older sister, a twin. She had, I think it's second or third stage cancer, and she went through a lot. She had the chemo and the radiation and partial removal. And so she had a rough time. And it's just like, I don't want no one to go through that. I'm just saying to you, everyone out there, if you don't know your status, get to know your status. Go get yourself tested. It's nothing wrong with knowing where your status is. You just live a longer life. If you have grandkids, if you have family, we don't want to see you go. We don't want it's not right it's not fair that you leave this earth early when you don't have to.
True
So
that.
go out there and find your status. Go get your mammogram and find out your status. There's support systems out there that will help you and help you go along through your process. Okay?
Now, this is something that just came up. You and your sisters were in a group called the Kittrell Sisters.
Oh, yeah. We were really.
And you guys out there would not believe this, but you need to believe this. They sang for Donnie McClurkin
Well,
with
yes.
Johnny McClurkin.
Yes.
Yeah, that was...
Donnie McClurkin was our brother. We grew up together in our church in Kings Temple in Hempstead, Long Island. And since we were 14 years old, 13, we grew up together in a church that had an upgoing choir that was all over the world, very famous. And Donnie became very famous because of his songs. And so we continued to be his brother. He continued to be my brother. And I also was one of his members at his church. He's on Main Street in Freeport.
Yeah.
And he's been my brother since then, very close, loving brother that love us. And my mother was like a mother to him too. He'll tell you today, my mother, he said, your mother would tell me, Donna, what get on. My mother was no joke, but she was a loving person as well. And so, but the Kittrell sisters used to be singers. We sang from children. My father raised us to be singers. And too bad he wasn't here for a long life neither. He left here in his 30s. My mother left here in her 40s. But we're all in our 60s right now.
Yes, indeed.
Praise God. My last sister, the baby, just became 60 in June. So we are all in our 70s, close to our 70s to 60s. But thank God we're still here, and we have persevered through our 60s and past our family, our mother and father.
So if they wanted to reach out to Donna Michelle Kittrell, how could they do that?
I'm on Facebook, Donna Michelle Franklin, Donna Franklin. You'll see me there. Also, Instagram, Donna Michelle, DMochelle Magazine. You can reach out to me, inbox me, or you can email me at donnafranklin434 at Yahoo. And just tell me, whatever you need to know about me, or resources, whatever you need, information, call me. Not just call me, email me.
Yeah, email.
It's better.
Your email is
email
much,
me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, because you never know. You may get one of those frantic calls.
You believe me, they're out there.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I know they are. I really don't want to wrap this up, but you have any closing thoughts that you want to share?
My closing thought today is always putting God first.
Hold on. Let me correct myself. Your continuing thoughts for the day.
Oh, yes. So I would like to say thank God. I want to give the Most High God for me being alive today. And prayer is the number one thing that helped me to get to what I am today. I also have a book that's coming out soon in this year. It's about my father when I lost my father at 7 years old. And that's another thing, children losing their parents at a very young age. We go through a lot of different things, and it's a missing broken heart that we can, we go through. So I want to explain and just let everybody know what Donna went through her life throughout then till now. So that's coming out. You'll know, off of just follow me on all of my social medias. And I want you to be encouraged. Again, get tested. Test it and know your status. That's my main thing that I want you to do. And God bless you. And thank you so much, Michael Catlow. Thank you, Mr. Catlow, for putting me on your podcast. And thank you for all the times that we had together. And thank you for my help, for the help that you always been there for me as best friends. We were best friends.
I'm not going anywhere, young lady.
Believe me, I know you're not.
I mean, we did have our little spat along the way.
But who doesn't?
But yeah, that's what things do happen here.
Who doesn't? If you didn't, then we're not really friends. But we have to go through our ups and downs as long as we never depart. And we never depart. No matter how far we are, we always come back together.
That's a good continuing thought that everyone should go with. So once again, you have a book coming out.
Yes.
You have a name for the book.
Yes.
And the name is
What Happened to Donna at 7.
What Happened to Donna at 7.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that? What Happened to Donna at 7. It will be coming out soon, and she will be back on the podcast. Or better yet, my understanding is that one of my hosts, she wants you to be on her show.
What was that?
The Love of Our Community Speaks with Marcy Novella. She told me that yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she said, Brother Michael, I want to grab her too. Like,
oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
And also, the flagship show wants you to be there too, and that's Pipe TV.
Oh, how sweet is that? Thank you so much, guys. I feel the love. I thank you so much. I'm appreciative of all and everyone that is supportive to me, and I will definitely always be supportive of you.
Thank you so very much. And you can follow the podcast on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram yet, but you can follow me on Facebook. And it's the Pipe TV podcast. Also follow me on Pipe TV. Also, Memory for Life Photography, that's LLC.
That one.
And the magazine is Photography Inside Plus magazine, which comes out maybe 3 to 4 times a year, depending on the feeling. But also, just so you guys know, Miss Donna Michelle Kittrell, she was on the previous issue of the magazine, and I hooked it up. I gotta give myself
Thank you again.
three pats on the back. Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, 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 bam,
bam, bam, bam.
Plus bam, bam.
Yeah, I said the skill set is getting better. So, photographers, let's go. But in the meantime, this is your host, Brother Michael. This is the Pipe TV podcast. And my host was and will always be the fabulous queen of fashion, Miss DMochelle, a.k.a. Donna Michelle Kittrell.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys on the next broadcast of Pipe TV.
Bye
Later.
Bye now.
All right.